Oh boy. Hello. Oh my god. I'll be right back. Oh. Oh boy. Nobody in here? Hello. I'm waiting for people to show up in the fucking Hangout. I don't see anybody. Oh wait, participants there. I had the wrong thing on. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Do you hear me? Hello. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Yes,
Hi.
I hear you.
Hi, hi,
Hello.
hello, hi. Sorry
How
about
have
that.
you been?
I just got home.
Mm.
That was
No worries.
It was
Things happen.
very, very touch and go day.
Yeah.
Really?
I've been literally speeding around the city for like the past 5 hours. Yeah. And I just got back.
Mm.
So I'm eating a chocolate bar for food.
Mm.
Oh no.
Whatever.
Mm.
It's a good
Hey,
chocolate bar.
so
Hello,
I'm
hello.
excited to hear
Hello.
that.
Hey, Adam.
Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
I'm excited to
And
hear that there
chilling.
may be like.
Bing chilling.
Bing chilling. Just chilling with some Bing
she's
here.
I'm excited to hear
That
that
was
there may
nearly
be.
offensive.
What
Sorry.
are you trying to say?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm excited to hear that there may be like YMS watch-alongs for like Black Mirror season 3. I've been wanting to get into that show for a while now, and yeah,
You
that
haven't seen it?
seems really fun. No, I haven't.
Yeah. Yeah, I should do that.
I think
Mm.
season
What
3 is
do
the
you-
best one, in my opinion.
I would say
Right,
so.
So,
apparently-
so has anyone seen the original Channel 4 version before it was bought by Netflix?
No, I
Is it
haven't.
just season
Season?
1?
I don't know the distinguish.
I think it's the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then they just
well, I don't know,
transferred it
because I
over to
remember.
Netflix.
Oh, okay. To my understanding, I thought it was two separate things, but
Really?
Well,
Well, the
they
first
made a big
episode is the
deal of it. I
mayor like
remember
fucks a pig or
articles.
something, right?
Yeah, and that's the best episode
Spoilers!
in my
The guy
opinion.
from Men.
That's
Spoilers! You're spoiling it.
It's the best episode.
That's the concept of the episode.
But you're
It's
still
not necessarily
spoiling.
what
No,
happens,
there's
it's the
there's
concept.
deeper meaning though.
But you're
There's
spoiling
deeper
what
meaning.
you're spoiling whether or not it happens.
I didn't
What
say
were you
that.
eating? What are you
But you
eating?
did.
Is my mic on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mic's on.
This is a coffee crisp.
Coffee
I
crisp?
like those.
We don't
They're-
have that.
I know, they're only in Canada.
Oh, we get them
Ooh.
in America. I didn't give you context.
Coffee crisp.
How come you
Westchester,
didn't
Canada.
Westchester, New York. I've seen them.
Oh, New York, really?
Mm.
Keep an eye out. I'll
That's not
keep an
too
eye
far
out when
away.
I'm there next.
There's actually a lot of we get a lot of good Canadian properties.
Is it just chocolate
Related-
bar
related
with
to, like,
coffee in
candy.
it?
It's like it's like a chocolate bar with wafer and a light coffee flavor.
Mm,
It's not caffeinated. I don't
I'm
think.
sure it's like,
Well, I guess coffee is an ingredient. It might be caffeinated.
I'm sure there's
Wonder.
competitors that make like the exact same stuff in like every country.
Maybe it's decaf.
Oh,
Yeah, I
no,
don't
I
think
don't.
it's
I don't
caffeinated.
agree with that. I don't agree with that because it depends on the country's palate. You
I
might lose
mean,
money
not-
if
Not what I mean by like any, but like
yeah.
I'm assuming that there's like an equivalent like here too.
Okay.
All right, Adam, I'm kind of curious what you thought of like the Black Phone, since it's from the director of Sinister, which I think.
Oh,
you
is
gave
that
a
the
4 out of
director? That's
10.
funny.
Yeah, that's the same
Wow.
director.
I was actually
Doctor-
because I didn't look up anything about it. and I was gonna say like it's good for someone's first movie, but
No spoilers, please. No
Yeah, and-
spoilers. I
I won't
really want
spoil
to
it.
see that
That's
film.
so.
I was
That's so.
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, and
That's,
he also
That's a backhand. That's a backhanded compliment now.
Yeah.
And that same director also did like the first Doctor Strange movie.
oh really? Oh no.
Did he? Wait, what? Really?
Well, I'm glad I
Yeah.
didn't watch it then.
It's weird. It's
I
weird that
was,
there's so
yeah.
many directors that have like one Marvel movie in their discography and it doesn't match anything else they've made.
The Exorcism
that
of
makes
Emily
sense.
Rose. Wow.
Well, Taika Waititi now has 2 apparently. So
Yeah.
Well,
Damn.
I must say, I've seen the first Sinister, and in my opinion,
I forgot there was a sequel.
without spoiling it, I don't want to see the sequel because I heard it's horrible, but it's competent but manufactured at the same time. Like I knew when a jump scare was coming knew when a jump scare was coming, but I
Yeah.
must say the one that really got me was, I won't spoil it, but I'll just give you one word: lawnmower.
Huh?
Yeah,
No, I think
So
so.
the
I
movie-
barely
the
remember the
ends with
movie.
gardening.
I barely
I'm
remember it.
surprised you.
how is
Ethan Hawke's in
in
it.
Black Phone?
I mean, he gave a Blumhouse performance, I guess. Like, I don't know. He was fine. He was probably, I don't
mean,
know. He was like one of the more tolerable actors, I guess.
I mean, he's someone I really respect as an actor, and someone I always loved, but I never really took him as someone to like as an intimidating villain.
He's
What'd you think of-
fine. It's just
Sorry.
silly. It's just kind of dumb.
What'd you think of the child performances?
The children were not bad, but the script was so bad that like they didn't do a good. So like there are scenes in which their acting's good, but it's those scenes where like they're not like the dialogue isn't important. They're like crying at like a circumstance or something. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty convincing. But then like when they're delivering lines, it's horrendous. Like the first like 15 minutes of the movie is like absolutely atrocious as it's like setting things up. It's
Yeah.
just yeah.
Was it like dialogue where it's like written by an adult that thinks how children talk?
Yeah, a lot of that. And just
Or-
like a lot of
Yeah,
like
okay.
it's very transparent script. Like they'll say characters' names like 30 times for characters that you're obviously supposed to know their name, sort of thing. And then like
Mhm.
just yeah, very oh fuck. I wish I could remember the oh yeah, there was like a moment where just the kids are just out of nowhere. He's like, yeah, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a movie that blah blah blah. And it's like you can just tell like the director's talking. I'm like, okay,
Oh, come
calm
on.
down, buddy.
Oh, this is
Uh,
unsurprising. Elon
yeah.
Musk gave up on buying Twitter.
Oh,
He wasn't
He's not
serious
going
to
through
begin.
with
He
that.
wasn't serious to begin with.
Probably not.
I don't
he was
think.
just manipulating the Twitter stock.
Yeah, he's a weird dude.
Yep.
Although,
Not entirely
one-
But
convincing.
there's that one interview of him where he's like honest for like 1 minute. It's the one where that the interviewer asked him like, "Are you not gonna like pay your workers furlough?" And he's like, "No, why would I do that? They should come into work. So what if they die?" So I'm paraphrasing, but it was like
Yeah.
the most honest he was in like any interview.
It's funny that he's kind of just above the law and that like the SEC isn't
He
even
is.
going to do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
He's
There's
literally
a certain
just
amount of
he's
money.
doing shit that Martha Stewart went to jail over. You know,
True. That's a good.
So-
Yeah, that's very true.
like
Doing
arguably
bed
worse.
sheets?
I don't really know anything about what
And union
Stewart went to jail
busting.
for.
Union
Well, hers
busting
was
as
like
well.
insider trading basically. So
Mm.
she had information and then sold some stocks based on the information she had. And then they were like, that's not fair, even though all of Congress does it. So she went to jail. It's really stupid. Like either it should be wrong for everybody or not, you know? But it really seems to be like selectively enforced.
Yeah. You ever see that video of Pelosi where she's asked about
Yeah.
the free market? Yeah, that one's hilarious. And she's like, the market shouldn't be anyone's business. Like, you know, I should be able to do what I want. Some sort
Yeah,
of.
that's really
It's
annoying.
like, yeah, it's a bit, yeah.
Super chat comment. Have you guys seen the 2017 film Brigsby Bear? I have. I did not like it at all. It was
Hey, you gave it a
very.
3 out of 10.
It was very incompetent, and it was very clearly
I
just
haven't
like
seen
a product of like nepotism of people like, oh, we're friends with these famous people, so we get to make a movie.
Brigsby Bear.
Yeah, it was very
It's actually
incompetent.
my best friend's favorite
yeah,
movie, but
look
I
kinda
thought it
bad.
was fine.
What the fuck? I'm
Who's
just
in
looking
it?
at it on Google Images. I don't.
Oh.
What?
It's like people
Oh.
that are friends with the Lonely Island or something.
Oh, another
Didn't Lonely Island
awful thing.
make the Chip and Dale thing?
One of them's in it, and then I think one of the members directed it. I don't know.
Oh, the director worked on SNL. That's not surprising. Not to say that.
And I think
Oh.
like I think The Lonely Island is also responsible for that Andy Samberg movie Palm Springs. And I
Oh.
think I kind of liked it when I first saw it, but now I just don't remember anything about it. I don't know. It's just kind of
It did not seem like something I wanted to watch.
I don't remember anything about that movie.
Oh, 83 Metascore though. Maybe I'll check it out. Rated R.
And, Adam,
83 Metascore is pretty
things.
high.
looking at the
I'll watch this
poster, I thought it was just like a generic kids show thing, like
The
Cool
Black Phone?
Cat or
Which one? Brigsby Bear?
no, like yeah, Brigsby Bear. I thought it was like kids movie, like the Cool Cat or the animals or cartoon characters in the real world kind of movie. And this looks kind of creepy a bit.
I mean, yeah, it's going for that whole like how do I describe this? Like dark humor, kind of like not quite too many cooks because it's not as competent, but like going for this weird kind of how do I describe this? It's a genre. It just doesn't pull it off that well for me. And I wish that it was competent in ways where it wasn't relying on that. Like if you love that kind of humor and think that they pulled it off well, then the movie can work. But it's not. It's a poorly acted movie. It's a poorly filmed movie. The lighting sucked, and it was just it was poorly written. Like so, yeah. If I loved the whole there's a bear, and it's funny because it's supposed to be child friendly and it's not. It's like okay, well, I don't know how far you can survive with that. I'm not really into it.
Oh, and
So you
Adam,
quite liked it.
oh, sorry. Adam, maybe this is just something that's happening on my end, but it seems like the audio is kind of out of sync with your video.
Is anybody else experiencing that?
I am
Like-
as well, but I presumed it was my internet. But
Okay.
I guess if
Well,
yeah. I mean, it's fine. It's like
I'm actually not getting that.
Yeah, I don't
No?
really
Okay.
care.
Okay.
you pointed it out though. You point.
I know. I just wanted
Sorry,
Adam
sorry.
to know about it. No, it's all right. I just wanted Adam to know about it.
I don't know how it looks
Sorry.
on the stream, but I can fix
whatever.
that later.
Yeah.
I'll probably do some. I think. Actually, I don't know. There's stuff I need to go over editing tonight. So if we have time,
But,
maybe we'll do
like-
some watch along stuff tonight. But I don't know if I will.
Yeah. Cool.
Like for what?
Probably the boys, but I don't know if I have time. We'll have
Oh
to see if
yeah.
the editing gets
Okay.
done quickly.
The
Is
boys is
Terrifier
finally it's
supposed
finally
to be-
good again. Sorry, go on.
I haven't seen the finale yet.
Hmm
What were you saying, Uji? Oh, I don't know. I just think an emotion.
I was saying I saw that there was a Terrifier watch along, and I'd always saw that like, poster, but I never
God.
really knew anything about the movie. But I was curious if it's like funny, like bad, because I've read more about it.
It was really boring. Is that the fucking? Is
It was
that
annoying.
the Illinois shooter? There's a picture.
Huh?
Who is that?
No, isn't that Hideo?
Me?
Yeah,
That's
who
Yeah,
is
it.
it?
Okay. Okay, I need to explain. So, a Greek news channel identified or claimed to have identified the man who assassinated former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, and
Oh.
used this picture of the supposed suspect, and it's a photo of Hideo Kojima.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's funny.
It's funny that in this photo, the facial shape looked like the Illinois shooter. I was like,
You know,
what
it
the...
gets even better.
Oh
There's
my
also a
God.
French politician that thinks Kojima assassinated the former prime minister
Oh,
of
well,
Japan.
do they think it was Kojima or just they think the photo?
They
is
think that the
person?
photo.
Okay.
They saw this photo and it's like, that's the killer, even though it's just a photo of fucking Kojima.
That happens so often that it's like just so transparent that they go and Google and do not fact check. It's like
It's
you-
kind
if
of
you
sad.
Really want,
Because there's like a race
If
to
you
be the
wanna-
first with breaking news, so they're like, well, how long are we going to spend?
It's
fact-checking this?
pathetic, yeah.
that happened to Fantano. He took one news
Oh yeah.
anchor to one news channel to court, didn't he? I don't know how far it went, but he said he sent a cease and desist, and
I forgot.
I think he
about
kept it in
that.
private or something. And but yeah, they put his picture as like this school shooter, and it literally only happened because 4chan like kind of manipulated the algorithm on Google. Fucking scary. Imagine you're going out walking about and someone thinks you're the school shooter. You could fucking get spat at or fucking beaten to shit. Like, not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Oopsie.
Yeah, it is
Sorry.
transparent. It's literally just
Hello.
we want to be the first ones to like get a photo of this shooter.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Here- Oh,
Hi.
there you go. Hi.
I'm late. I just got home from work.
I was late.
Mm.
It's okay.
We were all late.
Glad to
Yeah.
be here though. I'm really excited.
Yes. We were just getting
One
into
of the
it.
photos the French politician showed.
I was supposed to go. I made a phone call. I woke up really early, made a phone call. Well, I woke up. Then it turns out that like half the phones across Canada are like down. Nobody has service because one of the 3 telecom providers, one that owns many subsidiaries, so people think that they're not a part of it, but they are. Their service is just out, all of Canada, and I just happened to be on one of their subsidiaries, and so I didn't have text or call or data. So then I went and grabbed my roommate's phone to make a phone call to ask about a walk-in appointment for something that I needed to get done. And they were like, okay, well, you should do that today because today we're open all day and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, crap. I guess I got to cancel my my personal trainer appointment, which was at noon. And so unfortunately, I try calling my personal trainer, and I guess he's on that cell phone network also, and I can't get through to him. And then I wind up going to this walk-in appointment that I'm supposed to go to, bringing one of my roommate's phones to hotspot myself, and it's like really super far out of the way. I get there, it's like 11 a.m., and they're like, okay, we have you down for a walk-in appointment, come back at 2. I'm like, what the hell? And so the appointment that the oh my god, I'm my head's all over the place. The personal trainer session at the gym, I had to cancel earlier, and my personal trainer got the message eventually because he was on Wi-Fi, and he's like, oh, okay, no worries, I'll cancel. But now that it was like, oh, we'll come back at 2, I'm like, well, I guess I can go to my session. So then I like drove back to my house and then drove to the gym, and then like barely made it there like 3 minutes after I was supposed to get there. And then, so I did the session, went for an hour, went back to the place for my appointment. And then that went by pretty quickly, but the appointment was basically when this was supposed to start. And then, yeah, I was just speeding throughout the city for like the past 5 hours. It was really annoying, but I got the things done. I ate a chocolate bar. It was very annoying, and no one's
Do you
phones are
still not
working.
have it?
Sorry?
Sounds like a crazy day.
I was actually worried I wouldn't be able to log into Patreon because they require they do the text thing, and sometimes they just log you out for no reason. So I'm lucky that I was still logged in today, because I wouldn't be able to get in because I don't have like I can't accept texts today. Which is really nice.
right. Well, you don't have the app, or does the app not work?
Well, the
That's
app
annoying.
I can use, yeah, but I guess I would have to copy and paste the information from the Zoom call and to send it to myself. Yeah, I guess they don't log you out of the app. But the the Adam Plays one I don't have logged in on the app, and those there's like 9 patrons on there that are on the Zoom call perk.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. You have multiple, don't you? Sorry.
Yeah, that was very annoying. But I'm back.
Well, we're glad you're here. Really happy to be here.
Yeah. Is Jack is is Guinness your favorite beer?
Have I been drinking it like every thing? Yeah, it's my favorite beer. Yeah,
Nice. I kind of want one.
it's the only beer
one.
Yeah, it's. I don't like actual other beers. I can't. I don't like lager.
It's pretty distinct.
I'm more of a stout. Yeah, I think it's genetic because my dad likes it, my granddad likes it, and then my great granddad apparently only drank Guinness. So
okay, that's kind of funny.
Genetic.
Oh, no water. Just
that is funny. My great granddad, I got told that you never go to his house if you want to find him. You go to the pub.
That's funny. Classic.
Yeah.
I might grab one.
Guinness is very.
They
good.
got like the nitrous ball though. I find it like I feel like compelled to pour it into a glass and not drink it from the can. Right?
Oh, what? Oh, what, the bowl? Oh,
yeah.
Bowl?
That's so that the point of the nitrous ball is that you can like crack it open, pour it, and you get the same amount of head that's similar to if you poured it at the tap at the pub.
That's the opposite of what I was told. I was told it's so that you can do this and it stops it being as foamy.
No, that
was
incorrect.
what I was told. Oh,
no
bullshit.
Ugh. Well, I mean, like it's I guess you could double it. Like it's not gonna like overflow. Like it's not gonna. The nitrous is more dense than air. But yeah,
do you get this in America?
So you can pour it.
Do you get this in Canada? It's like a Guinness. It's like kind of like a Guinness, but it's more lagerish.
What does it say? Guinness original?
Yeah, it's not
13.5%. What is?
It's not. It's I don't know why it says that at the top. It's 4.2. It's very weird, but it's kind of like a between a lager and a Guinness.
That's weird. I've never had one.
Yeah, probably only an England thing or an Ireland thing. But they're all right.
I'm gonna grab one. I'll be right back. I feel like I deserve it.
I've persuaded you.
My day has been so hectic. I feel like just so. I need a beer, so I'll be right back. I'll be quick.
Take it easy.
I mean, Adam, depending on which person you're talking to, we all need a beer at this point.
I don't drink beer.
We're drinking stout. We're drinking stout technically, but beer.
I usually don't like alcohol, but I've been getting into White Russians.
White Russians? Ooh, sophisticated. Yeah, they're nice, but
it's like severely watered down with milk, but I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like it's another type of Guinness you can get. It's not really Guinness, but there's a thing you can get called a baby Guinness. It's where it's like I can't remember the other alcohol. It's like Bacula or something, and then you put like Bailey's on top, and it looks like a baby Guinness. Very high in alcohol, and you only do it as a novelty thing. But if you're ever at a party, it's like a cool party trick. That's about it.
Nice.
Do anyone watch Men?
I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
I'm halfway through it now. I got stopped watching it to be in here.
Where are you?
She's just told the priest to fuck off, which I thought was really funny.
Okay, yeah, you're
Fair
okay.
enough.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
how are you watching it? I didn't. I thought it wasn't available on digital.
I went
until
to
August.
I went to a restaurant and picked up a tortilla.
Mhm.
You catch my drift.
I saw it like a month ago, but I like when I
Mhm.
watched it, I was like pretty mixed on it. But for some reason, like a day hasn't gone by without me like at least once thinking about the movie. So I guess there's
It's
that.
beautifully. It's really
Men.
Man,
Yeah, I loved it.
I
people
love
are so
Men.
mad that I like it. It's so funny.
I saw it twice within the
Dude,
span of
I
a
got
week.
understand.
I got downvoted on your sub because I commented something like because you're some person who's running your letterbox, even though you don't have a
Yeah.
letterbox, they're commenting like weird
Oh,
shit, and I
man.
was literally like I literally commented something along the lines like, why the fuck does anyone I get why people get mad when he doesn't like something, but why the fuck is everyone getting mad that he likes something?
Yeah,
And then
They're
like I
offended
got
by the movie
downvoted
or
and
something.
yeah, and then I got downvoted and people were like, no one's mad, bro. And I'm like, what? But literally in the post, the person is mad. What are you talking about?
Yeah, if you go to like the YMS unofficial Letterboxd account, like there's like a review for like Men that says WTF is wrong with this guy.
yeah, I'm following that account. Should I unfollow it?
Yeah, you should, because there are like better unofficial YMS accounts. I'll link a couple. But
I
yeah,
probably should. Alright.
and then if you look at the comments there, the person running the YMS unofficial account saying, "Oh, I'm running this because it was offered me and it's something to do." YMS is a joke though. Like, oh my god.
What?
If
Yeah,
this
just
is what
unfollow
they
it.
do, if this is
Yeah.
something
I
that
already
they do
have.
for like fun, is just follow an internet celebrity that they don't even like, then
It must be freaking miserable.
you need to sorry to use an overused insult, but you need to touch grass like immediately.
So my Guinness is cold, but expired by over a year.
Oh,
It's
So
still
I'm wondering
good.
which.
It's
I mean,
still
it's
good.
still. I know it's still you. There. It's not gonna kill you. It's not gonna make you sick. It's just
in
like,
England, the barra could say like 40 years old. It's still good.
yeah. So
Still like a
you
British
can
person.
the nitrous is so that you can like pour it and not. It's not gonna like overflow with foam, and you get like a similar amount of head. So like yeah, you don't have to worry about.
It's
You know,
still
most
not,
beers you would like want to
it's-
tilt the glass or something. Whereas,
Yeah,
like,
but it's still not. It's not. It's still not good enough. Like
it's not
like,
comparable to the tap.
get-
I know, but
No, yeah, but I like
I'm still comfortable with that
shit.
beer.
Say, Adam,
That's fine.
from
Hi.
men to women, I just wanted to ask this one question that I know you're going to entertain us with a long, unfiltered rage of a rant.
Uh-oh.
Good.
What do you think of Beyonce's newest album?
I haven't listened to it. I can't rant about something I haven't listened to. I'm not like
Awesome.
it takes me a
Just
while to
curious.
like
Best answer.
listen to new music, and I don't listen to every artist. I'm not like I don't there's certain things that I'll gravitate towards. There's albums that I've been like on my backlog for a while, but I just need to like get in the right mood to listen, you know.
I actually
Actually,
like listening to like full albums as opposed to just listening to various songs.
I mean, yeah, there are artists that just release like singles now anyway, but I like albums. I feel like that's
If
the
it's like
intended
no, I
product.
do too. If it's something like, if it's like I really like, I actually really
Yeah.
love like concept albums and stuff like that.
How can you
so-
rate the song if you haven't listened to the full album?
Very true.
True.
What's up?
I noticed on your Twitter.
Sure.
I noticed on your Twitter that you posted a picture of Mike Mogus. So I presume you saw Bright Eyes recently.
I did.
How
I
was it?
saw them in Seattle. Yeah,
How
was
were
great.
they?
it was great.
Yeah,
Which,
I'm seeing them in August. I'm very excited. It'll be my first time seeing
Yeah.
which venue? Which venue did you see them at?
Paramount.
Oh, nice. I have
Yeah.
a friend who works there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I went.
They're your
I went
favorite band.
with I dragged along Ben from Drunken Peasants. That's why I was in the studio that day.
Ben, he went to see Bright. Does he like Bright Eyes?
Yeah, I asked him if he listened to Bright Eyes. He's like, "Oh yeah, I used to listen to a few tracks back then." He wasn't as into it as I was, obviously, but he's similar to me in that like it's easy to get him to just show up to a music performance, so
Yeah, he seems like a really nice guy.
Mhm.
But what did you think of the new album? I don't know if I've ever heard
there's
you
certain
talk
tracks
about
that I like. I haven't I'm not like huge on it. But that's kind of how I felt about The People's Key when it first came out. And since then I've really kind of grown towards it, but we'll see how it
it.
goes.
Yeah, People's Key is pretty great.
Yeah,
It's not
there's
like
some good tracks on that.
they definitely changed gears, which I think is good because it'd be a bit cringe if they kept doing like the sound from their debut, right? In terms of like the whole angsty thing, so it had to be a little more mature
Yeah, I don't
as
mind.
they grow. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking Casadega more as I get older.
It's still the worst one though.
Worst?
Yeah, it changes personalities like halfway through, which I don't like because it has like an orchestral vibe at the first half, and then it just abandons that the second half of the
That's
album.
it.
And
No, I don't think so.
Oh, really?
I wouldn't agree. There's orchestral vibes in the fucking closing track. They're more subtle.
Was
They're not
there?
as like
I don't even remember.
grandiose.
Wasn't it I Must Go Somewhere? What was it?
Everyone must belong
I'm not
somewhere.
gonna look up.
That's somewhere.
I thought that was
but
just a guitar.
yeah, but that's
Oh.
not the closing track.
Oh. Maybe I misread. You know what? I'll listen to it again at some point, and then maybe I'll be like, "Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm wrong."
Yeah.
It's been a while.
What's up, Boards of Cinema? Hello.
All right, so while you guys are talking about music, I'm kind of curious if have you ever listened to the Pixies?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw them live.
Yeah, so did I in
Pixies.
like 2019 when they were like doing a tour with like Weezer. It was awesome. But yeah, like Surfer Rosa and Doolittle are like among my all-time favorite albums. I love them. And
I like Hey.
Also, oh yeah, Hey is a great song. I also love Gouge Away. I think Gouge Away might be my favorite song from that album, but I mean there was just so many other great songs as well. So it's kind
I
of
like
hard to
Gouge.
pick them off.
Debaser is like one of the best songs ever.
Oh yeah, Debaser is awesome. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
have a funny story about that because like I went out on Father's Day. I went out with my dad to like a Waffle House, and they had a jukebox there. So I was like, oh, I'll just put on like the Pixies, and like Debaser is one of the songs I put on. And apparently, like Dad said that like the screeching on that song was actually making people in that Waffle House uncomfortable or
Nice.
something.
Yeah.
That was
And they
really
shouldn't have it on the
funny.
jukebox. Sorry.
Yeah,
It's
I know,
it's
right?
weird. It's weird when people get so upset if a song is like slightly different. I had that with when I worked in a pub and I put on like some Run the Jewels, and my
Nice.
assistant manager goes, "This," and my assistant manager is literally like, "This is making everyone uncomfortable." Like,
I
he's being,
mean,
like,
most
it
people-
was the fact that he was being super. It was the fact that he was being super serious about it, and I was just laughing because like. I wasn't laughing to be like condescending. I just thought it was ridiculous to be like super serious about like putting a song on, right?
Most people want
Like-
music as background music, and they don't want to like engage
Yeah.
with it. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just absurd though. Like,
man, if they have the Shags on like a jukebox, I could.
Hey,
That would be
I
so
will.
funny.
I will. Next jukebox I find, I'm searching because sometimes now they have like internet accessible jukeboxes where they're like, we have a full library of every song you could ever imagine. So I'm gonna next time I see one of those, I'm putting on the Shags.
I
Yeah.
do like that a song from the Shags is in a Best Picture winning movie.
I love it. I
What?
love it.
Oh
Which
yeah,
movie?
you're right.
What?
They did.
What
They
are you
did
It's
do
in
talking
that
about?
thing.
Coda.
Yeah,
It's in Coda.
that's. I forgot
Oh,
about that. Yeah.
that's awesome.
I started watching
really
Coda,
funny.
didn't finish it, but I thought it was really funny
Yeah.
that the Shags was in it. And then just now I realized, wait, Coda also won Best Picture.
Yeah, everyone like doesn't
The
even know that
Shags
movie
are in a Best
existed.
Picture winner.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah,
That's
it's kind of a
awesome.
forgettable. What else was that? Was a forgettable Oscars except for Will Smith. That
Well-
superseded everything. Nobody remembers
Well-
any of the movies. Everybody
Well,
just
I-
remembered Will Smith slapping a guy.
But no one remembers the movies. But it was one of the most watched Oscars in what, like
In 3 years,
maybe.
They literally
3
could have
years.
done
I would
something
argue a
as
decade.
ridiculous. They could have done something as ridiculous as giving Best Picture to Don't Look Up, and that would still be overshadowed by Will Smith slapping Chris Rock.
Yeah. This is the
I
only
had-
thing people were talking about.
Yeah,
was
I saw
funny.
the article when I saw the article when I woke up, and I just assumed it was fake. And then when I watched the video, I was like, I can't tell if this.
He's
is fake.
actually
And
crazy.
then after a while, yeah.
He's
You know,
actually,
yeah, no, after a
he's
while,
actually insane.
No, my rationalization to know it was real, I was like, the Oscars is both not smart enough to do this and also not funny enough to do this. So this must be real.
Well,
'Cause it's
my
true.
story with the slap was I was watching a college Oscar party, hoping that Dune would win Best Picture. Obviously, it did not. And when I saw Will Smith slap Chris Rock and then tell him, "Keep your wife's name out your mouth," and I thought, the first thing that came to my mind, since I was focused on Dune winning Best Picture, was that I thought it was as scripted as Glenn Close's twerking, until my mom and dad just kept telling me, "Did you see this? Will Smith just slapped Chris Rock," and I was like, "What? No, it was scripted." And until I looked at more and more sources mentioning about this, I was like, wait, this wasn't scripted. He actually went up to the stage and actually slapped. So the fish from Shark Tale actually slapped Marty the zebra.
Of course, it wasn't scripted.
The ultimate crossover.
Like, do you
It
really
seemed
think the
scripted
Oscars
the
were
moment
even-
that it happened, but only because it seemed scripted until he sat back down. That's when I was getting.
It was when
confused.
it was his face. It was his facial expression, and then
Yeah, I was like, Will
the fact
Smith's
that
not
he
that good of
dropped
an
the
actor.
F-bomb. Yeah.
But they
Academy's
muted the
don't
F
have
bomb for my
balls.
stream. They muted the whole.
The Academy
Yeah.
doesn't have the
Screaming.
balls to do something like that, and if they did, they wouldn't have Will Smith swear right after.
Yeah, the fact that they
Do you think
muted
they would-
him
do you
made me
think,
believe that it
uh,
wasn't fake. I was very confused when I saw that for the first time.
And didn't
Do
even
you think-
perfectly mute him because, like, the Australian and Japanese
Yeah.
airings.
Yeah, I think
you
it's
could
by
hear him.
network. So
The next Oscars, they're just gonna recreate something, surely, like as a parody, right? Like to be like, ha ha ha, like with it's.
is Will
now
Smith
it's all
banned from the
funny.
Oscars for a bit? I forget if that happened, right?
He is.
10
He's
years.
banned
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, he was
10 years.
banned.
10 years.
He was banned. And I must, and that just came up to me. This thought just came up to me as soon as I looked at that. Not only did Will Smith slapping Chris Rock overshadow all the other people's wins, but it also overshadowed Dune's wins.
Mhm.
Like,
True.
it was insane. Dune was without a doubt the best picture. Well, the best film of last year, and it was and after like so much buildup. Like, I mean, it was the one film to ever come out after 64 years of buildup through attempts of adaptation and through many attempts of adapting the original source material. And the fact that people that want that one slap that should have never happened overshadowed Dune's wins. That sounds a
Yeah,
bit
but-
confusing, but
The Oscars
The slap
aren't
that shook
to
the
be
world.
taken that seriously.
I kind of
Yeah.
forgot that they gave Best Actress to Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
I just
Christian
I don't even know who
Stewart
won
was
anything. I couldn't tell you who won anything.
robbed.
Yeah,
Kristen
I know.
Stewart. Yeah, she was actually.
I don't like when the
Yeah.
Oscars give Oscars to people I don't want them to.
The Eyes of Tammy
That's
Faye
every-
is
That's
like,
every year.
not gonna lie, it felt like a fucking student movie. The
Every
Eyes
year
of
but
Tammy
Parasite.
Faye was like one of the worst fucking things I've seen last year. It was real bad.
Did you finish it?
It's just
No, I got like halfway.
How do you know it was
so-
bad?
Uh-huh.
You can't say that. You can't say it was bad.
Adam.
You have to go back.
I finished it.
Oh,
How do
was
you
it?
know life's any good? Hey, how do you know if life's any good if you haven't finished it?
If what was?
Yeah.
How can you say I love life?
How can you
Oh.
You haven't
criticize
lived-
the American government? We're still around. It hasn't.
They're not
ended
done
yet.
yet.
I mean, to be fair, we've seen the end of. There is an end to. Well, I don't know how I was gonna word that. Never mind.
Mm.
Although I
What?
will
Exactly
give,
worded sentence.
say this. I do hope that Troy Kotzer, who was in the film Coda, gets
Mhm.
Oh, he was
put
good.
in a much better movie. I hope he gets put in a much better movie. I hope he gets in a much better movie just as much as Zach Gottsagen from the Peanut Butter Falcon. What are your thoughts on that movie?
I don't know if I've seen that.
Well, not to spoil anything, I thought like the main performance from Zach Gottsagen was really good, and I hope very serious, passionate directors actually look at his work and see that he has range that many other actors can reach.
Mm-hmm.
Good actors, that is. What are your other thoughts on Peanut Butter Falcon?
Yeah, I haven't seen it. It's on my list though.
Yeah,
I just
well,
haven't gotten to it yet.
if you were confused on like I think like the 2019 Oscars and you saw Shia LaBeouf presenting best short film with another person.
Yeah, he has Down syndrome.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's him, and he's a damn fine actor.
That's great.
How much of Eyes of Tammy Faye did you
Travis.
see, Adam?
I think I said in my review. I don't know, like
It
a
was like the
minute.
first 10 minutes.
A
Credits?
minute. Okay.
The opening credits. I don't know.
I was kind of wondering how you guessed that I didn't finish it. It's like, oh.
You saw the poster.
It's just it's bad. It's not worth finishing. So it's a real like you can tell what it is, and then
I was
like
kind of
oh yeah, they're
look-
suddenly gonna learn filmmaking halfway through the movie. Like okay,
I know, right?
It
Andrew
could
Garfield's
happen.
performance was
They
so
could've.
fucking funny too. He's just like the worst casting choice for fucking Jim Baker. He's so the voice he puts on is so fake and bad. It's like a D&D role play.
Yeah, what's kind of funny about the Eyes of Tammy Faye is that like I haven't seen it, but I like listened to the God Awful Movies podcast episode about it, and apparently like a church group showed up to the theater thinking it was a Pure Flix movie, but in reality there were like several scenes of Tammy Faye giving people hand jobs, and like that
So-
really pissed the church group off.
if I were
It
to
was
pick,
critical of evangelicals.
if I were to pick between one of these two unofficial Letterboxd YMS alternatives to Signal Boost, which one would it be and why?
Hmm.
Because there's
everyone's
two
updated
of them
faster.
that sorry.
I was saying I wouldn't signal boost any of them. I feel, but
No?
I don't understand. Well, since
Well, because
like,
if I
people
signal
are-
boost one that's not the stupid one, then it won't have the most followers.
Yeah, but if you're like, yeah, but then like you don't know them, and like at the same time, it's like people are always updating on Reddit what you're rating anyway, like 24/7. Like,
Hmm.
I really don't get the whole following an unofficial account, but I guess I don't know.
Well, the one that's marked
Sorry.
yourmoviesucks.org unofficial as opposed to YMS not official you, that one looks a little more like well, I wanted to say it's more professional, but the bio looks better on the other one actually, just going between
Yeah,
them.
They're both like
I
pretty similar.
follow
Which one? Hold on, I need to look at the reviews.
yourmoviesucks.org unofficial, and I think it's pretty consistent with like the timing of the ratings and everything, and I think it's much better because the other one that like had the shitty comments and stuff, like it would take like a whole month before they caught up with the ratings.
Yeah, that account was like always awful. And like as of right now, I follow both some yourmoviesucks.org unofficial and YMS not official you. But yourmoviesucks.org unofficial does have like much more followers, and it does seem a little better.
I don't follow it. I only use Letterboxd if I need to find like a specific rating Adam made forever ago and need to like sort alphabetically because IMDb doesn't let me.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
hate both of these websites. Like they're both bad.
Why?
Well, IMDb.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Well, I'm too in deep now with it. I
Yeah,
can't leave
me
it. I
too.
can't leave.
me
Why
Same
too.
here. Same here.
I'm too deep into Letterboxd. Oh, and
Do you
by the
know
way,
how old? You know what's funny? Do you know how old IMDb is? I had to look up on Wikipedia. It's been around forever.
Yeah, it's
Like-
been around for like
Yeah.
It feels like there should be like a really easy way to have like super organized like listings for like movie ratings and shit.
Oh, it's only 200 followers away. Wait, no. Which one's the one with the most that's being a stupid bitch?
the one with
The
the
first
most.
one on Google. If you type YMS Letterboxd, the first one on Google is the one
Yeah.
that's like
Okay.
run by a fucking
Yeah, that's the one called YMS Unofficial. The two good ones are YMS Not Official U and YourMovieSucks.org Unofficial.
Can you not
Okay.
report
So this
the
one
account?
has how many
legitimately?
followers?
The YMS Unofficial
18,000.
has like 8. Yeah, I was just gonna say
Need to catch up.
YMS no. Yeah,
And they probably
YMS
think it's you. That's the weird part. Just people that casually watch your content.
It's just
right?
it's just from Google.
Yeah, well, I think Alex follows it.
Ew.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, Alex follows it.
He's like, wow, Adam's really been aggressive. on
I'll
here
tell him.
lately."
I'll tell him to follow this one instead.
Which
YMS
one?
Unofficial.
YourMovieSucks.org Unofficial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, I almost kind of get when people are like, I'm mad that this guy doesn't like this thing I like. But when it's like, this guy likes a thing I don't like, that's like even more fucking like confusing to me.
Yeah.
Where it's like, who cares?
I honestly think that like
I was lukewarm on Men. I don't like hate Adam for liking it.
yeah. I was so like middle of the road with Med and it's like I still am
Med.
with Men. I have so many issues with it, but for some reason, after watching it a month ago, I can't stop thinking about it, and I just want to watch it again.
Yeah, it's a
It's a delight
very.
on a second viewing.
It's there. There's a very clear, like, confidence that it has with what it's showing. You know.
Yeah.
It's a
There's just
very.
so many, like-
there's a lot of like intent, even if you can still interpret the film. You know.
Yeah.
I'm more mad at the trailer. I feel like the trailer did not.
And what
Convey
what
the
lesson did you
tone.
learn?
Didn't watch
no-
it. Didn't
It
watch
weren't
it.
my fault. I go to the cinema. And
Well, here's what I do.
I did
was
too.
like,
Here's what I do.
I
go
do-
to the
I do that.
bathroom.
I know what you're gonna
I
say.
either go to the bathroom or I close my eyes and plug my ears and start humming.
I do that sometimes, but I don't
Really?
like Alex Garland's other movies. So I saw his
Well,
name and I was like, oh, I can watch
alright.
this.
Why does Alex
it's
Garland's IMDb say he's writing a Halo movie?
Hell yeah!
No, he did, like, fucking 15 years ago, and then it got sold to Bungie, and then they sold it to Universal, and then they scrapped it. So
Well, someone
if
needs to
there's
update his IMDb.
if there's any
then,
remnants
because
of that, I don't know, like, yeah.
the very top thing is Halo original screenplay announced in red text. So
Yeah.
Do you
I-
guys have the
either that's out of date or they're still doing like a Halo movie
Do
despite
you
making the
guys-
shitty show.
Do you guys have the weird this is related to Halo. It's like do you guys get the weird commercials for Paramount Plus where it's like with a coffee
Yeah,
cup or
I
something?
do.
Mhm.
They're pissing all I watched it and I was like in the cinema, I watched that commercial and at the end I was like, they must be losing so much money.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
They must
You mean
have
the one?
nothing.
You mean the
That's
one
so
with the
sad.
You mean the one with the pop culture references climbing the Paramount Mountain?
Yes.
I may have seen that
Oh
one.
wow!
I think there's like
Oh,
I think there's like
wow.
one. I think there's one that's made just for England. It might be like slightly different, but it's it was painful.
and it made me think like, yeah, they're gonna be out. I don't think they'll be out of business, but they're definitely losing money.
Yeah,
Like
it's
900 million for South Park.
I'm not
that's
gonna-
pretty.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
amount
about
they
the Halo show. How do you go from Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2 to this? Man, their standards are very unpredictable.
Sorry, who on the Halo show did Sonic 1 and 2? Or are you just talking about Paramount?
No, like Paramount
Oh, Paramount.
was like Paramount, the studio who brought you Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2, also did the Halo TV show, which kind of confuses me. That's all.
Yeah.
There's only one thing I want to watch on Paramount Plus right now, and it's The Offer. That looks kind of
production studios
interesting.
will pick up like whatever the fuck.
I want to watch Taxi Driver in 4K. Apparently that's on
Oh.
Paramount Plus. But that's
Oh,
like,
is
Oh
it?
yeah.
It's so good.
well, there's a Paramount. You can get Taxi Driver on 4K, but you have to buy the Paramount Classic Collection or something.
Oh,
And I was
yeah,
literally-
they've been
yeah,
doing
and
that.
I was literally like, can I just buy the
Oh.
one movie I like? Why do I have to
I know,
buy all
right?
these other
That's exactly
You
why
can
they're
probably
doing
get
it.
it on 4K on Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't it have
Uh,
a 4K on Amazon?
No, the last time, I might be wrong now, but the last time I checked, it was like some German Blu-ray that says 4K on it, but then when you read
No,
the
I mean,
description,
like-
it's
No, I
Oh,
meant
what,
like
like-
on Prime Video.
oh, if it is, then I'll just do that. I don't know.
Oh, and oh yeah, Twin Peaks is also on Paramount Plus, and I'd like to give that show a chance, but at the same time, like maybe I'll just get a free trial if I'm like really, if I like start watching the show and I really like it. But at the same time, it's like, is it really worth just paying for an entirely new streaming service just to watch one show? You know,
Yeah.
I guess it kind of depends.
I'm pretty
Um,
curious to what
I mean, HBO Max is a good one. You can get like
Right.
a lot of good TV shows.
HBO Max
Great
is like
movie.
Oh yeah, shit. Since you said Max, you watched a Goofy movie.
I did.
I noticed that. Why?
Parrots.
Because
Oh,
it was
actually,
for
I don't know.
a commentary.
Adam and Pal.
Oh, really?
nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
babe.
The only question I have:
Based.
did you pick that movie just so you could make the Goofy rape voice?
Partially.
Parrots.
I wanted. It was a little
North.
nostalgic, you know.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I had seen it before, and
Did you watch it with Gael and I know you
Yes.
would have watched it with Scoop, but with Gael
Yeah,
as well.
Bofa.
Cool.
Bofa.
Awesome.
Both.
Bofa.
The Twilight
Bofa.
Boys.
back at it again.
And they're the
Hell
Goofy
yeah.
boys now. They're the Goofy boys now.
Forever.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
I don't even. All I remember from that movie was that it was like way more serious than it should be for like a movie about Goofy. That's what I remember about it.
I remember
People
Pauly
love
Shore
that
was in it.
movie.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
video essays.
I
Oh,
remember
yeah,
Mr.
that's
Why-
right.
When
Love
Can
that
I Go
movie.
Out to Be on My
Goofy.
Own was in it.
Yep, Mr. Father, when can I leave to be on my own? I've got the whole world to see. Was in
A
it.
classic.
Mr. Polly,
Was he?
Mr. Polly Shore. Yep. Along with Napoleon Dynamite, it's the voice actor for SpongeBob SquarePants himself, Tom. Oh no, I thought my mind just got shifted from a Goofy movie to Pinocchio, a true story. Like, god damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
okay.
changed the voice actor apparently for that Pinocchio movie. There's like a certain cut
Oh,
there
really?
where they changed the voice actor.
They-
Yeah, there was
Oh,
like
the
there
UK
was a
one?
video on YouTube that was like the DVD version versus the initial release or something.
Weird.
Yeah, there's another
was
version
really-
of the Pinocchio movie where instead of Pauly Shore, it sounds like an old man with breathing issues. Father, when can I go out to be on my own? I've
Oh,
got
God.
the whole world to see.
Oh, we've
That's
got
funny.
another one.
It would be funny to like do a watch along for like Pinocchio, a true story, but my fingers aren't crossed. I don't know. I think
Hello.
that sound might be kind of dumb.
I don't know. Well,
Mikowski.
is it like consistently funny?
I haven't
Have
seen,
you seen
it.
it?
but
Okay. Hello.
I only know of a couple funny scenes. I doubt that
Okay.
it's consistent.
Yeah, that's I try to pick movies that, at least we can.
I just know of the scenes where he gets fucking shot. And the
Spoilers.
scene where he gets lit on fire.
Spoilers.
That's it.
I've seen the scene where he gets shot, but not the one where he gets lit on fire. That sounds awesome.
Well, the scene where he gets shot, like this cat just goes, "Mamma mia, a wooden boy," and just shoots him in the torso. And at the climax of the movie, a circus tent starts burning down, and he I think he tries to swing out, but the rope like snaps or something, and he just falls into the fire.
We'll see. There's a bunch of stuff that I can.
Pinocchio, mate. Pinocchio.
Pinocchio with Pauly
One of the
Shore.
Pinocchios. One of the Pinocchio.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, because apparently there's like 6. There's like what? Like there's so many Pinocchios coming out.
There's like
Pinocchio
8,000
movies coming out
Pinocchios this
today.
year.
And one video game.
Oh, God.
Why?
The only
Who
well,
likes
the only
Pinocchio that much?
Well, the only
public
Pinocchio that
domain.
I'm interested in is Guillermo del Toro's version because it looks very interesting, especially in stop motion.
The
I've seen Pinocchio's
that's
the
that
Matteo
one's
Garone
intriguing, at
one was
least.
really good actually. I thought that was pretty
I
good.
will say
Yeah,
that
I saw. I was really surprised by your rating, but then like I saw the director and I was like, okay, I'll check this out. But
for those curious, the Pinocchio video game is called Lies of P.
Okay.
From the look of things, it's a Bloodborne clone.
What? Oh, that's weird.
That sounds like a combination of things that shouldn't exist. Because at first I got in the chat worried about spoilers, and then I'm like, oh, it's the Pauly Shore Pinocchio. I'm not worried about spoilers for that.
you could. I mean, there's someone out there that would be upset if it was spoiled. I'm sure.
It's just Pinocchio, but it's Bloodborne, but Pinocchio, basically.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Have you all seen Pinocchio's Revenge from the 90s?
No.
It's like a slasher.
No. Has anyone seen Pinocchio 3000, where it's like he's a robot? That one's really funny.
I thought you were just making that up, but that's like an actual movie.
Yeah, look it up. It's real. I'm not shitting.
So it's Pinocchio's Revenge.
Yeah,
Pinocchio's Revenge is like this R-rated horror thing.
It's
What?
hilarious. It's really stupid.
Oh, that reminds me.
It's
Oh,
really
that's
bad.
that's really funny. That poster's so bad.
I remember it being surprisingly mean-spirited. Like really mean-spirited, overly mean-spirited. But like, yeah, it's really bad, but it's funny.
Did you hear about this like R-rated like slasher Winnie the Pooh thing that's gonna happen?
Oh God!
Oh,
Yeah, it looks pretty
very
crazy.
curious.
It's probably something that there's a lot of horror movies that get attention by concept alone that are just made by like random nobodies that don't know how to make
Very
movies.
true.
This seems like one of them.
Very true. Very true.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Oh,
Yeah.
brother.
What annoys me is that I saw someone on Twitter
That
like
seems
trying to use
stupid.
that as an argument, like this is why public domain shouldn't be a thing, and it's like no, it's why it should be.
Yeah, why? You can just not watch
It doesn't matter if it's bad.
Yeah,
Or
you can just not. You can you can have more things, like you. More things instead of less things. Just don't watch the ones you don't want to watch.
I bet
same
it's
thing
going.
Sorry.
Continue, please. Really continue.
All right, so the same thing happened with like the Banana Splits, because that was some like child-friendly show from like the 60s, but then it got turned into this like edgy R-rated slasher like a few years back, but like nobody watched it. So that's probably what's gonna happen is this Winnie the Pooh thing as well, I'm guessing.
It's probably not. It's probably not. It's probably not going to get a wide release. It's probably not
And
going
I
to get
bet the Winnie
advertised
the
very well.
And I bet the Winnie the Pooh horror movie is just going to be a generic home invasion horror movie, just from the look of things.
Straight to Redboxd.
Yeah.
Straight to Letterboxd.
Is Mickey Mouse public domain yet?
No.
No. There.
I heard he
Yeah,
was
it's gonna
leaving Disney
hold-
soon though.
Disney
I
are going to run for president so that they can keep Mickey
Well,
Mouse.
Well, I hope that everything from Disney ends up in the public domain. Everything.
Copyright's
I
gone way
mean,
too far. I don't
I
think.
think
yeah.
copyright's stupid, but I'm not like against. I'm just against the length that it's at.
Yeah,
I'm not against the concept.
It should be artist death. Like, I don't know, what was it? Like artist death plus 20 years.
75
or
years.
Like, what is
or
it now?
something.
Like it's some
It's
stupid. Like
75 or
I don't
something.
know.
It's like 70 years or something.
Do we even really want it to be
Imagine-
artist death?
Imagine if everyone owned like Star Wars.
I think I agree with artist death because it could get muddy about, like, say you're talking about a painting, right? It can get muddy as to when the creation of the painting is made, right? And I guess, like, if you're gonna say a rule for that one, then you need the rule to be consistent with other media as well, including film.
I'm just like, there has to be some sort of compromise, because I understand the purpose of copyright. It has been, extended to the point where it's no longer serving its purpose. It's just, it's being abused.
Yeah.
So maybe, I don't know, maybe there should just be like stronger leeways for, or more considerations for fair use. Have that be like a bigger umbrella or something. Because like I don't mind Disney being able to sell Steamboat Willie until the end of time. I just care about other people being able to use clips from it or the characters from it. Like that's really what I care about, is like people being able to express themselves artistically. I don't really care if someone's able to, like it. The reason I don't like copyright has nothing to do with whether or not I think people should be able to sell things that aren't theirs, that they didn't create. I think that they should just be able to use things, and alter them in ways. I think that there should be like a lower threshold, like maybe 20 years after something is created, then people can just have free reign to make a stupid sequel without owning the rights or something, like fan sequels,
Yeah, the biggest problem is that like a lot of companies don't want to have their brand taken away, because it's like Mickey Mouse, like the logo shape and everything is like a big identity for Disney, right? And then like if it's public domain, then you can have like knockoff shops using it and stuff, which I'm for, but
I mean that's already
it's
happening.
not in their best interest. It is already happening, but it would be a lot larger if it was in the public domain, which again, I'm for that. I wish that was a thing, but I can see from their point of view why they would be, not want that, because they're a greedy company, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know how that guy got away with Escape from Tomorrow or Escape from Tomorrowland, the movie stuff in
Escape
Disney.
from Tomorrow.
Yeah. I know.
He got away with it because like there's so many assholes at Disney anyway that just record to vlog and like update people what's at Disney. So you could get away with having a camera as long as you're not too obvious.
I have another beer.
$5,000 Star Wars cocktails.
What's the beer? What's the beer?
I have another beer. It's some craft beer nonsense, and it's either going to be really good or really bad. It's a Pina Colada Milkshake IPA by Russell Brewing.
It's gonna be bad.
I haven't had.
It's gonna be
You
bad.
don't know. It could be good.
It'll be bad.
I do know. that combination.
You don't know. There was a really good beer, and it was like a lime coconut sorbet beer, and it was sour, and it was really really good. And I would have expected that to be shit, and it was really good.
Remember, Adam, you need to finish that beer. Otherwise, if you say it's gross, then your opinion doesn't matter because you didn't finish it.
You can't drink just.
You didn't. You can't have one sip.
I don't know.
That was
That's pretty
hilarious.
good. That's not bad.
Okay.
It's more pineapple and less coconut than I was expecting. But the pineapple
Is it from a brewery?
It's kind of like
you
pineapple
know?
juice. Sorry?
6 out of 10.
I said, is it from a brewery that you know, or what made you buy
I'm
it?
sure I've seen them before. I bought it because it said it had a picture of a coconut, and I like coconuts.
Okay.
Anything coconut, I'll buy.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's Russell Brewing Co. in Surrey. Surrey, BC, not Surrey. Of
Yeah, I was
every other.
gonna say
Every
that.
country has a Surrey for some reason. Or maybe
Well,
just
I mean,
Britain.
England just when Britain went and colonized a bunch of places, they were like, "What should we name it?" And they were like, "Well, we have a place called Surrey. Let's just call it that again."
Yeah,
Like,
Surrey too. This time,
what do we
it's
call this?
worse.
What do we call this? Let's call it York.
What's your Surrey like?
No, we can't. We can't call it York. We'll call it New York. What's our Surrey like? It's just full of rich people that have too much money to.
Okay, that's the opposite of our Surrey.
Oh, okay.
Our
I mean,
Surrey
there's
is
poor
like
parts of Surrey.
Surrey as a whole is if you want to live cheaper but have a worse experience and kind of be in Vancouver but not really. It's a part of Greater
So,
Vancouver. The SkyTrain reaches out to Surrey, but it's like all of the crime happens in Surrey basically. Like you hear about like some violent thing that happened and it was like, well, Surrey, yep. It's cheaper there.
Well, I don't know if it's the same for you, but our Surrey is like where it starts and where it ends is really ambiguous because like the Surrey starts in like central London and then can go to like a place that's like the woods. And I'm like, how does that count as Surrey? And then like when I ask that question, they go, it's just is. And I'm like, okay. Someone decided this.
Yeah,
It
it's all
doesn't make
city
sense.
here. We don't really have woods until you get out of the city here, so
Yeah.
it's not a part of it.
Yeah. I don't-
Boards of Cinema, what's up? Oh,
So,
sorry, Augie.
you know,
did you have to head out or something? Augie, did you say something?
Oh no. I was just a thing that was
Okay.
unrelated that I wanted to ask, but no, it's all
Alright.
good.
Boards of Cinema, hello.
All right, so yeah, so after you started doing your watch along things, which I really love, by the way, I was kind of looking around for like other 2016 movies that are like on Netflix,
Mhm.
and I found this like Ouija board horror movie from the director of Hush. It's called Ouija Origin of Evil, and apparently a lot of people feel like it's genuinely really great. Even though like the previous Ouija movie was like one of the worst reviewed movies of the year.
65
just, like-
Metascore, it's not going to be something that I will care about.
All
For a
right,
horror
never
movie,
mind.
unless it's like a 65 Metascore directed by Lars von Trier, I could be interested in. But this is like Mike
Actually,
Flanagan? Ew. Sorry, no, I'm going to hate this shit. Sorry.
Oh, never mind.
If I could
No way.
suggest one
Yeah.
thing for
Uh-huh.
a watch along,
Yes.
6 Feet Under.
Yeah, I need to go over that again. I'm not
'Cause,
in a rush
I'm
to,
watching
though.
through it. Yeah, I know you're not, but if
It's
if
gonna
you
be a
ever have
while
any
before
extra
I do.
time, yeah,
I would
Well,
love
just,
to
bear in
I
mind.
haven't seen it in HD yet.
The only
I-
Flanagan movie I've seen is Hush, and that's enough reason
Wow,
for me to
I've
not try
never
anything else.
I've never seen an episode of television rated 9.9 out of 10 on IMDb. The series
Hmm.
finale is on this. Wow.
Oh, what
6 Feet Under?
yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
9.7
Yeah, I've
thousand
only,
ratings. 9.9. I don't know if anything's ever been rated that high. Holy shit.
Actually,
Believe
well,
it,
I'm pretty
I've
Like
sure.
only
10,000
ever-
ratings?
I've only ever seen season 1 because it was really hard to pirate it. Oh, I mean, buy a tortilla back when I was a kid
Uh-huh.
because like distribution is bad. But it's
Yeah.
always stuck with me. I'm like watching through it and
Tortilla
Oh, yeah, it's
distribution
great.
is
Really?
bad.
really ahead of its time.
I'm
Like
pretty sure.
just the betrayal of gay people is like
Yeah, that too.
really just not like for an early 2000s show. It's like not like showing gay people that aren't just like stereotypes, which I'm like taken aback by. if that
Someone
makes
said,
sense.
"Oh, really? Breaking Bad has a 10 out of 10 episode? Jesus, what the fuck?"
Yeah,
Season
it's
5
Yeah,
episode
yeah, I was gonna
Great.
say, I'm pretty sure-
172,000 ratings. All 10 out of 10 rate. What the fuck? Holy shit.
Yeah, on
Which
Ozymandias.
episode? Which episode?
Season 5 episode
Ozymandias.
4.
yeah.
So I don't
Okay.
remember
Is
which
that
one
like
that
the finale?
is. Is
Yeah, I
it?
think it's the like
There's a-
third to last.
There was
Could
a
possibly be
Sardonicast
the
question
finale.
about this.
Wow, Breaking Bad is number 2 top rated all-time TV shows.
Pretty great.
In between Planet Earth and Planet Earth 2.
I mean, it's good.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I'm not.
It's,
I shouldn't be surprised by that, but I should
Breaking
go through
Bad
these.
is really great, but
I love
over-
Breaking Bad.
Oh, I got a suggestion for a watch along. The Bound, starring Jennifer Tilly, Gina Gershon, and directed by the Wachowskis.
Oh, I would
know
love to
you-
watch that, but I would have to wait until it's like recommended for a thing, though.
The
Yeah.
Wazowskis.
Oh,
Just,
yep.
They've only ever made one good movie.
And
Or am I
trust
wrong?
me.
Lana Wazowski.
Yep. Lana and Lily Wazowski in the house here.
Well, speaking of
back at
TV,
it.
I did have a. I did just.
The she wanted to finish saying something. Sorry. You can
Oh,
say
my
that.
bad. My bad.
Bad boy.
You can continue. What were you saying about Bound?
Oh, nothing. I was like, I was just making a joke about, Lana and Lily Wazowski back at it again with a big old lesbian drama that was way ahead of their time
Mm-hmm.
before they even knew it.
Mm.
I just went to the top TV shows thing, and I'm just control effing 2015 and 2016. Fucking Content Cop is on. 2015. iDubbbz Content Cop is the 228th highest rated television show on IMDb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Filthy Frank was on there for a while.
Planet Earth 2 is
a couple years
2016.
ago.
Holy shit. I gotta make sure that's on my list. Damn.
Yeah. Well, speaking of TV, I just
Content
finished a series that I think you would really like, actually. That would actually make a pretty cool watch along too, because it's only one season and each episode's only a half hour.
God, Atlanta.
It's on Hulu. It's called The Bear.
Uh-huh.
It's a
The Bear.
It's about a group of chefs in I forget which, I think it's Chicago, but yeah, it's really like anxiety inducing, like, well, I mean, it gets anxiety inducing like later in the series, but it's like got a good personality and great performances. It reminded me like a lot like of Uncut Gems.
Uncut
It's
Gems?
really good. Yeah. It's I forget who the star is, but he's like I think he's from Shameless.
Okay,
But
I'll look that up.
Wait,
really
which
good.
version of which Shameless?
The American one.
Oh, is it the guy from Fargo?
I haven't watched Fargo yet. Oh, you mean
William
Rogue?
H.
okay.
Macy.
No, it's not him. It's one of the
Okay.
sons.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really good show.
Damn. There's too many things I have to watch.
Well, I'll
Just
add
keep,
one more
the
thing
list
to
is
add.
growing faster than it's receding.
I'll add one more show to your watch list. Taika Waititi's Our Flag Means Death, about a pirate named the General Pirate who wants to become a pirate. Man, that was a tongue twister.
Oh, that's already
Until
on my
one of the
watch list.
until one of the greatest pirates of all time, Blackbeard, guides Bonnet, Steve Bonnet, and Steve Bonnet guides Blackbeard, and what becomes a friendship starts to evolve into something more.
I didn't know that show was out yet. I just saw the Internet Historian
It's
Steve
on
Bonnet
HBO.
video.
It's a Max original, apparently. What's up, Travis?
You mentioned your 2016 list. I was gonna ask, have you seen anything from 2016 recently, like that you would consider like a standout? Because I'm going through 2016 movies right now. Just wanted to ask for like a recommendation.
Recently, that's a tough. Because
Like in the past year.
In the past year, yes. Well, okay. Let me see if I can figure that out. Oh boy, I'm just gonna have to like name a couple that are on my short list, maybe. Let's see. There's 63 titles on my short list, and I haven't.
Oh shit!
I still have to watch like hundreds more.
Good luck with that. 2016 was a good year for movies.
It was, but I also have like some 2015 things that I got to put on it.
Yeah.
What's
being stupid?
if you don't mind spoiling, what would you say is at number one on the spot so far?
I mean,
For,
it's the
2016.
fucking Chandwick Park
Handmaiden.
movie. Yeah.
Good pick. That's a great movie.
That's what I guessed.
Man,
need to
so
see
there's like a 2015 documentary called Human, but there's like 8 different cuts of it. But I got the Blu-ray, and that was really good. I think my cut was like less than 3 hours.
Human. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, it was just like it was a really
What do I?
interesting. Just listen to people talk about their experiences, kind of movie with some good music. It was kind of interesting.
Oh yeah,
Human.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's not on IMDb.
Oh.
Sorry.
It is.
What is it? Is it? What is it?
Yeah.
I can't find it.
Well, look harder.
Oh, sorry. All right.
Yeah, there's a
So,
lot
like,
of shit.
as-
I'm looking at my short list. There's a lot of stuff that won't be on the final list. High Maintenance is like one of my favorite shows ever, and I watched that for my 2016 list. I just
Awesome show.
binged through the whole thing.
I'm
that
very
was
excited
awesome.
for what Sinclair does next.
Camera Person was surprisingly good. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I think another 2016 movie that would be like near the top of
It's
your
already
list
on my
is-
watch list.
I think another 2016 movie that would be like near the top of your list is Nocturnal Animals from Tom
Yeah, I need to
Ford.
see that a second time. It's great.
Yeah, I liked it, but like when thinking back on it, I'm not, without spoiling anything, I'm not entirely sure how like the movie within the movie like entirely relates to like the movie like taking place
I know,
outside that story.
but I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, and there were like some scenes in the movie, like that opening title sequence with the fat lady that, I wasn't really sure what the point of it was. Like the entire movie was like very well done, but it might be a better second watch movie for me anyway.
Mhm.
Nocturnal Animals.
Yeah, it was great.
I don't even remember a fat lady.
It was a slow motion art exhibit of a lot of
Oh,
thick girls.
Okay, that's coming back. Yeah,
Ah.
that's okay. I was picturing something
Ah.
else.
Oh yeah, now I get it, because like Amy Adams like runs an art gallery with like all this weird stuff. So yeah, I kind of
I
understand.
mean,
it
it's
now.
the human body. I don't know if it's that weird, but
I don't know, just the
Where's that Jordan
presentation and
Peterson tweet
everything.
when you need it?
oh, what the
Up yours, Volk
This is
Morlin.
not attractive.
We'll see
I
who
can't jerk
cancels
off to
who.
this.
You can't.
Sports
you can't, like,
Illustrated.
You can't just. I can't believe him as like an educated
Oh, his
man
brain's gone
can
though.
Say, like,
he's just
yeah,
absolutely
but like
fucked.
how can he say
brain's always
this
been
isn't
gone.
this isn't attractive? As if there's like a threshold to begin with, right? You could be attracted to a rock.
He believes in like magic, so
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's he said about magic?
he's religious. Sorry,
Oh,
I know that's a hot
Avatar
take,
to,
but sorry everybody.
Peterson's
He
great.
really he
Yeah.
lets it inform his whole life, so yeah.
Oh yeah, did
Like
you
Ben
see that like
Shapiro.
Twitter ban video in which he's like intentionally misgendering Elliot Page? He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Elliot Page is an actress. Sorry, actor." Guess
We'll
that's
see
what
who
the Volk
cancels
Morlins-
He's an asshole.
It's comical. He's
I
He's
love
beyond
how
Parody worthy.
I love
Yeah.
how
How do you even
um,
parody that?
I love how conservatives will like, pick on like groups of people that just have not spoken to them or like have not poked them at all, and then they're like, we're being oppressed by like the transgenders, and it's like, well, they haven't said anything to you, and you're making this like straw man or like of an argument. It's like so absurd.
Whenever
Oh, they
Peterson comes
frustrate
up,
me.
I always feel the need to talk about the fact that he claims that he stayed up for 25 days straight because he drank bad cider.
yeah. His brain's like
That's
just
funny.
absolutely gone. Like he doesn't have a brain anymore. It got ruined.
Has he ever had one?
I understand
He's
you know,
a
saying
professor.
like he's he's always had opinions that have been objectionable in some way, but he's lost the ability to articulate them. Like that, he's lost cognitive
That's so
function,
funny.
is what I'm saying. Right? So
And yet
But-
he still has fans.
But his entire career is based on one video of him, quote unquote, owning a 17 to 18-year-old. Like that's entire.
Oh
It's more
god.
That's what
complicated
jump
than
started
that.
his.
A real Ben
Okay.
Shapiro.
Mhm.
Okay, if it's more complicated than that,
there's
then-
a whole timeline. Yeah.
well.
It
I'm not
gets
sure I
bigger.
want to detail like everything right now, so
All right,
Bible.
all right. I don't want to diverge.
Yeah.
oh boy.
Up yours, woke moralists.
If literally it's so bizarre to me because if anybody made that production of a video, that style of video with that tone and just that hysterical about any subject other than something like conservative leaning, then everybody conservative would be making fun of it too. But they're like, what's wrong with this? And
Yeah.
it's so weird. It, like, yeah, you have to understand how crazy this looks, right? Like,
What rules, you sons of bitches?
like it's the weirdest. It doesn't
Another
come with
thing you've
like
said.
any level of like humor or irony intentionally, and it's this weirdly seriously toned video where he's essentially just LARPing, like this weird. It's so bizarre.
You
Like, what
give
is
me
it-
my
that is,
Twitter
like-
fact or I die.
Yeah, he's got like
It's weird
hardcore
that-
main character syndrome or something. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe it's like
It's
some
weird
sort of-
that he like talks about things that don't concern Canada, if that makes sense.
I mean,
It's like politics that only concern America.
yeah, because that's where the
maybe
money
it's
is.
supposed to be like maybe
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like some sort of character like Nikocado
Yeah,
or fetish.
Maybe. I like Nikocado though. He seems like I think he
Base.
doesn't do anything like bad. Yeah,
I
he
mean,
doesn't do anything bad. Like
if
he
Peterson
just, he
had
just
to-
makes annoying videos, and
He
then
doesn't
like
do
he's
anything
probably a
bad
nice
to
guy.
other people.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Yeah.
he's probably all right in real life. Like he
He is
hasn't hurt anyone.
he is the hero we don't deserve, but the hero we need. What's that line? I
Nailed
don't
it.
know.
He
Nailed
yeah,
it.
he seems fine. People always like on like video essays or something like he's ruining himself. This is toxic, and I'm like, but what has he? Apart from eating too much, what has he done? Like, because people
I
smoke,
mean, yeah, he
people
has
drink
like
too much.
he has like there are many people that weigh more than he does that are living fine lives, I guess. But like, I guess people are just. I guess like it's the. I guess trying to rationalize it, it's supposed to be like a car crash. Like you don't want to
Yeah, I
look
don't
at
know.
it, but you
Like
do.
fucking
The
Johnny
drama-
Knoxville concussed himself at the age of 50 for the newest movie he made, right? So like, is like
Yeah, and then
yeah, there's many ways to like kill yourself for people's entertainment. This is
and
just
then
one. way.
what's
People are
his
entertained
face?
by this.
Some kind of
Steve-O nearly killed himself, and then like went back and laughed at the fact that he jumped off a balcony or something, and like no one's mad about
God.
that.
he had like I don't know, it's hard to keep track of like the shit that goes on with Nikado.
Because he doesn't do anything. He's just making
He
entertainment.
he makes the same video every day.
Well, he probably well
But,
to be
but they're
fair,
great. They're great. Every time I put them on, he's always got his catchphrases, and he's always talking about something that doesn't matter, and he says it in the funniest way.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's the same video.
Should I
It is
watch
a good-
Letterkenny? Does anybody know what that is?
No.
No? Okay, never mind.
I know what it is, but
I know what it
Letterkenny.
is. I saw a little bit of it because my mom talked me into it. Not really my thing at all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'll watch it.
Adam, I wish I would like to join you and all of you amazing people out for more conversation, but it's getting late.
Oh, no worries.
So I must leave you with a nice bit of joke in honor of The Boys season 3.
Uh-oh.
I
haven't seen any yet.
Spoiler.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
No
It's
spoilers.
it's mostly involving the characters, not anything that's going on in the story. Why would, out of all the animals that Billy Butcher would choose as a furry, why would he go for a wolf?
Because he's gay.
Because they go a wolf.
Oh, no. That's great.
That was horrible.
I like it.
That's
still
funny.
learning. I'm
you know
still
what's-
learning.
You know
I'm
what's
still
funny? His British accent's like not that great in my opinion.
learning.
Your British
Very,
accent's not that great, in my opinion.
Whose British accent?
Billy the Butcher.
Thank you for
in,
joining. I appreciate
Carl
the
Thank
support.
you.
Yeah.
A wolf
Bye.
stick
No,
around.
he
A wolf.
I mean, he's from
Won't-
New
I
Zealand,
won't.
isn't he?
yeah, he's from New Zealand, but like
Is
there's
he
just,
playing a
there's
Brit?
just way yeah, he's playing a Brit.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So
Awoo.
every time there's like little things that he says, and I'm like, a Brit, no, a Cockney geezer wouldn't say that. That's a caricature. But I don't know how much of it is like the script versus him, if that makes sense.
I will say he doesn't sound
Ugh.
British. He sounds New Zealander. Like,
Well, yeah, that's what caught me off. Like halfway through season 1, I was like, this sounds a bit Kiwi, and I looked it up and I was like, yep. Even though he's like supposed to be like a Cockney Londoner.
I still like his performance, but
Oh, he's great. He's really great. It's just the accent that bothers me.
I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
Now that Adam's gone, let's talk about that he doesn't finish any movies.
Let's talk about how he liked men.
The chair is like the real editor. It's like
Let's-
Ratatouille.
yeah,
It'll
yes.
always be there.
Rakakuni.
Ratatouille.
Has the chair ever not been there when he's editing? Exactly.
Very true.
True.
Trying to see if I can read his Blu-ray titles, but they're blurry.
He has
I
a
think
video
he's-
going over all of them.
He's got the
Yeah,
wire.
I know.
You
I'm
can see
just
the
trying
wire.
to- Yeah, I know. So just
And he's
trying to
got I know he added the collection that you can get from Arrow from Hadarowski. He added that. Which was
I
pretty
should-
cool.
I need to
I
get
was gonna
that.
get that, but
It's really good.
no. So
it's,
I already have.
It's like the Holy Mountain in a better restoration.
Yeah, I
YMS is a
already
gay
have-
baby. Oh, hey, you're back.
I already have Holy Mountain, Santa Sangre, and El
That was a
Topo
quick
on
piss.
separate Blu-rays.
That's how I do it.
I'm the
Yeah.
same. I'm the same, and literally, like every time I come back, my friends go, "You didn't wash your hands," and I go, "I
Yeah, well.
fucking did."
What if you just wash your penis before?
Ooh.
I should say that. I should say
Say like I just showered.
that's really good.
What? I wash my hands,
shower
everybody.
every
Don't
10
worry, I
minutes.
wash my hands.
I'm victimizing you the same way I get victimized. So
Well,
I'm
I
protected.
already hear it every day though.
Oh, what really?
Yeah, every time I
Okay.
piss, people go.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because I
I don't
do
know.
it on live
There's
stream.
some people.
My
there's
bathroom's
some-
like right there. I have the master bedroom, so it's like the
There's some.
Yeah.
There's some blokes where like they piss and they take forever, and I'm like, "What are you doing in there?"
checking
Like the goal is
Instagram,
to pee.
posting a
Like my
TikTok.
dad.
Maybe.
They pee sitting down.
Nothing wrong with peeing sitting down. It's quite nice actually.
Hmm
Very cool.
Because
But then you're
'cause you might
tempted
be
to
in
go on your
between a
phone, is what I'm
piss.
saying.
It's a
Well,
trap.
oh,
the
I was
phone
gonna
like
say,
keeps
I was gonna
moving up.
say, like when you piss sitting down as a bloke, like you get the temptation, like, all right, this is a poo as well, and then
Mm.
sorry, I've had a bit to drink.
I think the reason
I'm being a bit
women's
laddie.
bathroom lines are always longer is because like you're like closed behind a door and you can just like take your sweet ass time and no one can like look at you, and so every individual is like, well, I guess I'm just. I'm gonna go on my phone for a bit. You know.
I mean,
Whereas,
also
like,
guys have urinals. So...
Exactly, it's more efficient. It takes less
They
time.
should just make unisex. They should just make unisex bathrooms more a thing. I don't
That's
really,
like everywhere in Vancouver is like mostly unisex bathrooms at this point.
that is
would be a better
based.
idea anyway.
Yeah,
Everyone suffers.
yeah. I mean, like at bars and restaurants, they're
You have to build 2 bathrooms, and if one of them goes out, like I don't know about Canada, but in the UK, like if one bathroom is unusable, say like it's broken, you have to like close down the restaurant, and then like
oh
because it's like, oh, I can't provide clean water or some nonsense.
What?
I used to work in a pub, and it was like one of our bathrooms was like properly fucked. It wasn't like a toilet was broken or anything, and it was like, oh yeah, we have to shut down the pub because blah 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 blah. And it's like, oh
Is
really?
that
That's-
just like
that's weird.
like sit down restaurants
Yeah.
or even like
Oh,
fast
what?
food places?
That part I don't know. I assume that some people just cheat the rule. I think my manager was like quite a stick to the books type of person. Like I think a lot of places just like, yeah, that's the rule, but I'm not gonna go with it. So
Yeah,
it really
there's
depends, I
weird
guess.
laws,
hmm
especially in the UK.
Yeah, I know it's amazing.
I mean, there's some
weird
weird
laws.
ones in the U.S.
You
There's
can
like that one
you can
law where you
yeah.
can't have like an ice cream cone in the back of your pocket.
Yeah, a lot of
if
laws
we had
are
nothing
just
but-
like really old ones that like aren't enforced anymore because everybody forgot about them because they're stupid, but they're technically still laws.
Yeah.
You are allowed to, I think it might be a myth, but there was like a myth that was like you can take a piss if you're a pregnant woman and you really need a piss, you can piss in a policeman's hat. And I don't know if that's a law or if it's just a myth.
Piss in a place what?
Probably in a policeman's hat. A policeman's
hat.
Yeah, because they used to have those big fucking hats
I'm
yeah.
gonna fact check this
It'd be
right
like-
now, don't you worry.
Yeah.
That sounds like a complete myth, but let's
I think
see.
it's probably a myth. But if
Let's
it's
see.
true,
Pregnant
that's
woman
false.
can a pregnant woman pee in a policeman's hat? Let's see.
Okay.
Urban myth. Wait, it says popular urban myth, but
Mm.
is it true? Here's what you need to know. Just tell me yes or no. Do I have to scroll through this whole fucking article? Where do I find that answer?
Yeah, gotta love articles like this where it's like, can
More
you
ad
piss in a
space.
policeman's hat? Well, hat.
Okay,
a
then
little
it's
bit
not
of
true.
another
It's not
world
true. It's a
map.
myth.
Hell
not true.
yeah. That's a funny myth. That's a funny myth though. Just
Mhm.
I got told that as a child. My mum was like, "Oh yeah, if I was pregnant, I could piss in a policeman's hat." And I was like, "Okay."
It would be
Is that
fun.
like
I mean,
the
like
jellyfish myth.
urban myths exist like pre-internet, especially. I'd imagine that there were like maybe even policemen that believed in it. You know?
Oh, yeah,
Like, I
totally.
hope no pregnant
100%.
woman comes asking for my hat.
Are you wearing a lot of hats?
Yeah.
So, excuse me, why did you let her piss in your hat exactly? Well, I thought it was a law.
It's the law.
Maybe like a pregnant woman's water broke at one point and someone saw like a policeman like put their hat under her or something, and that just caused like the myth to
soup.
spread.
So he can save it for later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean,
Speaking of soup, I
it's
should
a
order some
useless
food.
hat. It's
These
a
whole DNA
useless
test.
You know the
It's
scene
a
in
useless
Paddington where like the fucking royal guard takes his hat off and there's like a tea and a sandwich underneath? It's like that. Just storing it for later in case he needs it.
Need to catch
Yeah.
the pregnant woman's marmalade.
Paddington is a
Jesus.
Paddington is a surprisingly more accurate movie of England than most movies that are set in England.
Uh-huh. I agree.
It's
I
quite
mean,
funny.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
Is what I meant to say.
Mm.
I've never
You gotta
been.
come to England sometime. You
I
should
think
come.
I
It's
will.
fun.
I think I will.
You gotta hang out with Alex.
I know.
And then find out, and then when you go, you can find out why you're never coming back.
All I know
Because-
about England is that everyone that lives there hates it.
Yep. me
Nobody
too.
enjoys living there. They all complain about it.
I wish I was literally born literally anywhere else in Europe.
In Europe, I was about to say.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Europe. I mean,
Russia's a part of
literally
Europe, kind of, right?
Isn't Ukraine a part of Europe?
Asia. I think that's part. I mean, it is.
Aren't
Europe.
they both?
It's part of the
Isn't
European
Russia like
Union.
Eurasia?
It's part of the European. I'm not the smartest bloke, but
you
I
live
think
there.
It's like Asia, but I'm like Britain is like. Listen, Britain is like America, where we just don't know what the fuck's
That's
happening
funny.
everywhere around us.
Nowhere else is important. Wow.
No, because when I went to Germany, I used to date a German girl, and when I went to visit her, that were like way advanced, and I was like, I didn't know you could do this stuff, like recycling.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe Brexit made sense then, because you're not really a part of Europe anyway. So whatever.
They didn't like us leaving, but I don't
They're
blame them,
punishing
because
you.
there was so many. The thing that pissed me off about I'm not gonna go on it, but the one thing that pissed me off about Brexit is that like one of the benefits was you could live anywhere in Europe if you wanted to.
Mhm.
You can't do that most parts of the world. If I wanted to live in Germany, because we're part of Europe, I don't need a visa. I can just live there. And then as soon as we've left Europe, I now need a visa, which is a big deal. If you
It's
think about
crazy that people voted for it. That's kind of funny.
Oh, because Boris made propaganda saying the foreigners are taking our jobs. If we leave,
Yeah, it was really
there
just
won't be any
anti-immigration.
foreigners. Yeah, it was so
It's kind of
fucking
funny how that
stupid.
works. How easy it is to get people to
Mhm.
vote against their own interests out of like fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just still foreigners here somehow. Who could have predicted that? Like, literally anyone.
Well, yeah. What if Europe just doesn't want foreign British people there? You know, you're the foreigners.
That's happening in Spain. That's happening in Spain right now. There's
Yeah.
loads of British people that retired there, and they're
Now
like,
they're being
"I'm not
kicked
leaving."
out?
And the Spanish are
That's
like,
so funny.
"You gotta fucking move." Yeah,
That's
it's
very
funny.
sad.
There's literally like articles.
But
is
it's funny.
sad. I
It's
feel
funny to
bad
the
for them.
individuals affected by it that voted for it. It's not funny to the people
Yeah,
that
they
didn't
probably-
vote for it. Yeah.
You can still vote if you don't live in the country, and there's like loads of Brexit voters that were living in Spain voting to leave Europe because they didn't know any better, or
Yeah, just
allegedly
poorly
apparently.
informed.
But yeah, it's fucking stupid.
I'm trying to think of what I want to order for food. I want
McDonald's.
something. No.
Indian.
No.
Sushi.
Burger King.
No.
Do you guys have Chick-fil-A?
No. No, we don't.
Mm.
I think they're
It's really good.
Sushi.
maybe.
Is A&W any good?
I would say so. Yeah. In the category of fast food, it's not the worst fast food you could have.
Okay.
Hey, what's the name of that A&W thing that has like the bacons and the
Bacon
has the bacon and the
and
Iconic.
Edgar Robert
No, I don't think they used and. I think they used N or
N.
something.
Yeah.
I love
And the
that video so
spokesperson
much.
said it so fast on television too. You'd think that recording that TV spot that
Oh,
they
yeah,
would
the
that
Applebee's
like they would
thing?
have the spokesperson would have said something, right? Like, hey, should I be saying this that fast? Like, you think there would be like a moment of reflection of like, are we saying something wrong right now?
What are you referring to? The time like the Applebee's ad was aired during like
No.
the Ukraine news?
No.
No, we're
there's
talking
a-
about this.
Yeah, it's
Bacon
like a
and-
It was.
oh,
It was.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
can't-
saying that. Whoops.
yeah.
If you
Jason
take-
Adam and Pals for
if you
the
take
Oscars.
the N and just like make it larger and like put it next to it, it's already offensive.
It's questionable. It's very naive.
So this is just a Canadian thing, or is it American?
It exists in some states, but I don't think they had the same ads. I think that it was a very naive Canadian ad.
Have you actually ever tried it though?
Probably not. No.
Okay.
But that's such
I've had other food from the
$2
restaurant, but
$2 for just bacon and eggs and a bun. It's not too
pretty good
bad.
deal.
Is it still on the menu?
I don't. Yeah, I think they. I don't know. Do they call it something different now? Let's see. Maybe they
Someone
just
should
don't
change
shout
that
it in the ad
number.
anymore.
Would it be worse if they removed it? Because then they would acknowledge that sounds like it.
It's still on the
That sounds
menu.
like the N-word.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But it said there's an ampersand instead of an N with an apostrophe. So that's a bit better.
So I guess it is bacon and egger now.
Yeah, they changed it to an ampersand.
Much better.
They learned their fucking
which is a
lesson.
really easy fix, like that they could have used.
Adam,
before.
they got your letters.
I mean, I did kind of like call him out on my YouTube channel, like briefly, you know. So.
How many views does that video have? Let me look it up really quickly.
What year was
From
that?
YMS
one,
clips
or-
or the...
The Adam Pals.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, the Adam Pals is really good and successful.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
1.7 million.
Just as much as just as much as.
Oh, really? 1.7 million?
That's one of my favorite videos on your channel. I've seen it so many times.
There's a good market for shitting on the Oscars. So
It's
True.
I quote it unnecessarily like too much with my brother. It's really funny.
I
Oh, nice.
really miss your old quickies, that you used to do, that where you would just record yourself leaving the cinema.
Mm-hmm.
I was live streaming and I was like talking to people on the chat, and I was like, there's one review that he did as a quickie that's hilarious, and it's you doing do you remember the movie
Real Steel, where I said it's
with,
for stupid
Hugh
people or
Jackman?
something?
Yeah, literally in the crowd, and like I remember, and I was talking to the chat, I was like, as a kid, I thought, oh yeah, that's a fair review, but now looking back, I'm like, why is he doing this in the crowd?
Because I'm a
Like,
Chad.
just, like telling them.
Big Chad energy. Hello, Augie. What's up?
Hi, yeah, because now I actually do have to head out for something.
Sure. We're going to end this soon
And
anyway.
before, yeah, just wanted to say thanks for the great content as usual. Excited to see what comes next. And I also want to ask, have you finished Bojack Horseman yet?
Not yet. I might watch a couple episodes later this month when I'm seeing my boyfriend.
Where are you at with it?
Season 5 or 6? I think I have it written on my phone. I might be in season 6. Let's see.
Which show?
Season 5, episode 9 is where I've left off.
Nice. Season 6 is so good. I'm excited to see what you think. Yeah, thanks for the great content.
Thank you so much. Bye. So we started at 2:45, I think. We've been going for... All right. So let's do the final questions, comments sort of thing. I will ask everybody in order, and then if we have some extra time after, we can just shoot the shit. Usually these go for like 2 hours. We have like another 15 minutes or something. So, Jack. I can come back to you.
Actually, no. I have one question. I've been wanting to ask you this for a while. So with your album, I really enjoyed it, by the way.
Thank you.
But still listening to your album. I'm curious because if you go back on An Unkindness and you go back to when you wrote the songs initially, right? It's the lyrics haven't changed much and melody hasn't. Everything stayed quite true. Maybe like just production and all that. Is there any changes that you made with your music that maybe might be unnoticeable or like with the lyrics or even just like structure, I guess. If that makes sense. I don't know.
No, I try to be I try to like keep the spirit of what I wrote, which is like kind of the point, especially with that album.
Mhm.
Is that like even revisiting something from a while ago, I wouldn't want to add a new bridge or anything. The most I've done in terms of like George Lucasing myself is like changing one word in like two songs to things that I originally had them anyway. So I'd have like a word, like a couple words in a song, and then in the writing process when I first wrote it, I like changed it to something else, and then retrospectively I'm like, no, it should have been the first thing. And that's about as much as I've George Lucased my music.
Oh, does that happen during the recording process, or is that like even before then?
No, just being
Okay.
revisiting and practicing like older songs. Yeah, there's like maybe one or two words different in Freedom P2, I think, or P1.
Yeah.
I think it was P1, but it was like, it's just kind of like a
Favorite song?
rephrasing. Favorite song on the album?
Yeah, Freedom Part 1. I love
Oh, that's your
it
favorite
always
song.
gives
Sorry.
me
I thought you were asking.
it always gives me goosebumps when
Good.
certain lines in it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sal. What's the profile picture? What is it? Are those just kaijus?
That's like scrapped designs from the new Jurassic Park movie.
Oh, were they all Jokers?
Oh yeah, Scoot
They were
linked
going to
it
be
in his
dinosaur
Letterboxd
human
review.
hybrids.
No,
I thought that was
the
scrapped.
old
That was
one.
scrapped from
Yeah,
the
that was,
second Jurassic World, is what I heard.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Scoot
think Adam's
Scoot
right.
was
I thought
very
Scoot
vocal about.
said-
Yeah, he was very mad about it. It was from the second one.
Yeah.
Oh, Scoot was
see-
talking about the previous one.
Yeah, he. Oh yeah, he
okay.
did watch the new one with me. Yeah, but
I
he
love
was
the
talking
little
about
people
the previous
next to them. I love the little
I
people
misunderstood
next
his
to them.
review then.
one. Okay, yeah. Travis.
Yo,
Oh no.
I
Sorry, the profile.
I was
picture.
oh I
Oh no,
I guess
you're
I-
asking a question.
yeah. I have a movie recommendation and a question, but I'll get the movie recommendation out of the way. I rewatched this film this past weekend, and I got a lot more out of it the second time I watched. The movie Reprise by Joachim Trier.
Yeah.
It's his first film. I really got a lot out of it. And I don't know if it was on your watch
It
list
is. It is
already.
on my watch list. Yeah.
Okay,
I will
sick.
do a 2006 list at some point. So.
Yeah, it's worth it, and I got a lot more out of it on a second viewing, and I could really see from the director's style early in its career.
I searched last time when I made my worst person in the world review. I searched up how to pronounce it, and my finding was Joachim Trier.
Joachim, yeah, I've heard both, but
Okay.
it's probably Joachim.
It's very difficult to find how to pronounce names sometimes.
Yeah.
Every director should say their name on camera once.
Dennis Villeneuve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That never gets old.
Haneke.
Hanky-chan. All right, thank you.
Old
And then you
Hanky-chan.
had a question?
I just figured what the heck. This is probably kind of a dumb question.
Go
but,
for it.
Should I make an unofficial YMS Letterboxd account?
It might be too late.
Might be too late.
Well, I just tweeted out
'Cause
one of the
that's-
other ones today.
That's very synectic-y. It's too late.
It would be weird if
Damn.
I retracted my endorsement.
All good. I just figured I'd
Thank you, though. It
No
gained like
problem.
300 followers after. Okay.
Oh, nice.
So hopefully it becomes the dominant
Cool.
one. I don't know, like, I don't know if I'm like, is there just whoever's running the other one? If they're just like, if they don't like me, then why are they even doing it? You know?
They're definitely on the movie Circle Jerk page.
Yeah.
So that on Reddit. I know you're banned.
The
from it,
finest
but
crowd
Definitely
of
seems
film
like it.
enjoyers. Yeah.
I posted a meme on there and it got 900 upvotes, and all the comments is just people telling me I can't spell.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? It wasn't even a spelling mistake. Sorry.
All right. Thank you. Boards of Cinema. Hello.
All right, so first off, while we're talking about Letterboxd, I'm kind of curious what I've heard you say that the community kind of sucks, and I completely see what you mean by that. But I'm kind of curious if you like came to that conclusion from like, some bad experiences on that app, or if you just like took a general look at that app and was like, yeah, this kind of sucks.
I'm not looking to log my movies as a social experience. I'm not looking to get the most attention with the video with the like posts I make on a website sort of thing, So I'm not looking for for me, I just want a website where I can log shit for myself. I don't want it to be a social media website. It seems like everybody's just kind of like posting. Every time someone puts a review on Letterboxd, it seems like they're just trying to meme really hard just to get the most attention and be funny. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
I don't know. And then the fact that I can't log TV shows is annoying. So
I do
have
follow
I have
those
no reason
Letterboxd Twitter
As soon as they
accounts.
accept TV shows, then I can actually have like a debate in my head over whether or not I should change to Letterboxd. As soon as they add TV shows, then maybe I could be like, oh, maybe I can do it.
but then you're with the dilemma of if someone says, oh, have you seen this, and then you can go on your IMDb and be like, apparently I have, right?
But you can
what I
transfer
do all the
IMDb to
time. It's like
Letterboxd.
people ask me, I've seen some, But I heard you said, if I'm correct, you said it doesn't transfer well, or it doesn't.
I
do
don't
it at all.
remember saying that, but apparently you can transfer it.
Okay, sorry.
It's just
Alright.
I wouldn't have any of the TV shows or anything.
Oh yeah, I found this like interesting development from Letterboxd where apparently they actually have added porn. They like made a whole
Their
journal
films.
blog post about it called like Sex World, saying that like for members who opt in, Letterboxd now offers a curated list of adult films to log, review, and add to lists. Not your thing. Ignore the new
shit.
option, and your experience will remain mostly unchanged. Aside
Can I
from
rate One Guy,
possibly
One Jar?
the occasional pixelated poster. So like if you have like the adult settings off, like all the posters for these porn movies will be like blurred out and all that, and you can't search them up. They're like
Okay.
shadow banned.
Do they have Super Hornio Brothers?
It's weird
it
that
able for
they've
FM?
allowed. I can't believe they've allowed porn before television shows.
Television shows are just awful, but porn.
What the fuck? Like, I don't
you gotta
understand
have
their
that.
reasoning. I don't understand why they want it not on the website. Why would they're just
I guess-
films segmented?
Yeah, a TV show is really just a long movie.
Yeah, apparently they have miniseries, but not like ongoing television shows.
I mean,
Yeah,
so-
It
I've like
complicates the listing, I guess.
yeah. I found this whole extensive list of like TV shows that are on Letterboxd for some reason. And there are like a lot of them, but yeah, it's not a complete list.
That's so weird. All right, thank you so much. Dat Boy.
How are you?
I'm doing great. The best ever.
Yeah, same. I guess just because of the news recently that Kazuki Takahashi passed away, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh
I
yeah.
was wondering if you ever had any childhood experiences with Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day.
I watched the show occasionally, but it always kind of felt like it was And I mean, to some extent, it really was like just there were a lot of things that were just capitalizing on the Pokemon craze, and to me, like Pokemon was like the only true like anime directed at kids that had a card game and video games and all that sort of thing. And it was interesting. I
Yeah.
remember even like as a kid, young person, whatever. I remember even at the time finding it like kind of interesting that the show itself revolved around like the card game in a literal sense. Where like the
Yeah.
characters collected the cards, and I was like, oh, weird. But I never seeked out the show in a way where I was watching like entire seasons. I was only ever like, oh, this is a thing that's on TV, and sometimes I watched it. And I remember friends had the cards, but I didn't make any effort to collect them.
Yeah, I just always thought it was cool that it had a very Egyptian-inspired style, and
their hairstyles
way
were
of-
crazy.
Yeah, like Yugi as a character was a really interesting design, and it's sad.
Yugi is he's a redhead, a brunette, and a blonde all in one.
That's funny.
Yeah, he's a
And-
25-year-old in a 12-year-old body.
And the manga that's based on didn't revolve around Yu-Gi-Oh! It revolved around poker.
I didn't even know it was based on a manga. So in the manga,
Yeah,
they
exactly.
all play cards in the manga.
Yeah.
The
When
manga's
I
actually
found
Did
that out,
the manga
when I-
release alongside the card game?
No. So when I found that out, I was like, "That's weird."
The
That's
card game
super
didn't
weird.
exist until after the manga. You'd think it would
Apparently,
be like
the card game is only like one part of the manga. In the manga,
Oh.
they play like a bunch of different games, and like the
Oh,
card
really?
game is just one of the games they play.
Yeah, and his
Wow.
alter ego is more his gambling side, which makes more sense thematically than what the TV show is.
What's
Even
kind
though I
that's kind
don't
of funny.
give a shit about the show.
That's hilarious.
Yu-Gi-Oh censorship
That is hilarious. It ruined. Sorry, go on.
Yu-Gi-Oh censorship is pretty hilarious because in the original anime it'll be like you have to win the match, otherwise this saw blade is gonna hack off your fucking thighs and you're gonna bleed to death. Meanwhile, the anime is like the American version. It's like if it touches you, your soul goes to the shadow realm.
Yeah, they would cause plot holes by censoring a bunch of shit. And that was that for almost all of their shows, like a good portion of them.
Also, they were on like a glass roof or something, and it's like if you lose, then the bomb will go off and the roof will break and you will fall to your death. And then they made it where but also there's a shadow realm portal down there.
I watched the show with a friend, and like the whole first season is just JPEG images where like the mouth just moves and nothing else is animated.
True.
Yeah, it's like cheap as shit. It's like
I mean,
like
if
the
you
whole
watch
show.
old Pokemon, it kind of has that look too, a bit.
Probably.
Yeah.
A
very
lot of,
very
like-
budgetary animation. Even in the films that made it to theaters, it looks that bad.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of like older animation. At least it's not Clutch Cargo.
Mm.
Do you know what Clutch
Clutch
I don't know
Cargo is
that.
hilarious.
Clutch
look it up.
Cargo is a TV show where instead of animating mouths, they made like cutouts
Oh,
that they put
those
real human mouths.
Oh, I love that
onto.
shit.
It's
so
it's like
funny.
it's like the Thumb movies, but
They played that
40
was
years beforehand.
Kill Bill Volume 2, right?
there was,
At the-
Did they?
Yeah. I swear to God. I've memorized that movie, so it was on
It's been many
TV in a
years
scene
since I've
near the
seen-
end of Kill Bill Volume 2.
I haven't seen Kill Bill Volume 2 since I was in high school. I don't
Okay,
think.
well, 100% that's it. I'm just going to say that confidently.
I've only seen the first Kill Bill, unfortunately.
I'm just waiting for the
They're
4K
great.
Blu-ray release so I can recommend it on the fucking podcast. Like, holy shit. I want to watch that
I'm-
movie again, but I
I'm-
want to watch it in 4K.
I'm just waiting for it will never happen, but the one cut, the whole bloody murder, is that what it's
Whole
called?
bloody affair.
The whole bloody affair. Sorry, yeah.
It
I
could.
just remember, yeah.
Could happen.
Probably not though. Like, it would just confuse people. People would be like, "What is this?" And only
Let
the
me-
hardcore fans will know what it is.
It'll probably happen in a couple of years. Just like
I'm just
don't-
be a
like,
decade
so
down
how
the
many
line.
Quentin Tarantino 4K Blu-rays exist? Like 1 or 2? Like Pulp Fiction's coming next year, I heard, but I don't know if that's confirmed.
You would think since he's like a quality freak, because he's like, oh, my movies must be shown in 35 millimeter. Since he's like one of those like types of directors, you'd think his like physical release would also be as tight, but
I think
it's not.
I think they're waiting because Harvey Weinstein's name's at the beginning of all of his movies.
Very true.
I think that's why we haven't gotten them yet. They're waiting for people to forget.
Yeah,
That
we only
honestly
sell
might
off
be
all
the
the
reason.
assets.
That might be 20 years from now. You're like,
You
you
could
see it
legally-
again.
Yeah,
like-
like surely they're gonna release a Quentin Tarantino 4K box set at some point, right? But just fucking do it already. Holy shit.
Maybe,
I'm getting-
Did you like legally
dying here.
George Lucas out
There's
that credit?
gonna-
Maybe.
Yeah, just say Miramax and nothing else.
No, I don't think legally you can, but
Keep it at the end.
physical.
You don't have to have it at the beginning.
As I have a Blu-ray collection behind me, but I'm worried that physical media is like for movies is gonna not be a thing in when I'm like 50.
Can they get away with it when Weinstein is gone, though?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that
What do you mean dead?
I think that 4K Blu-rays have as much like legitimacy as like vinyl records, even if they aren't as popular. But I don't think that the people that collect 4K Blu-rays right now are like a dying breed necessarily. I think it's probably leveled out by this point. You know?
I like.
It depends on the perspective of the people that make them, right? Because
I just
Yeah,
get
I mean,
whatever like
the
the
numbers.
most high quality option is. If there's a
Yeah.
4K, I get it. If there's not, I just get the Blu-ray.
All right. I gotta end this. I will be streaming, editing. There's some videos that I gotta go over. I'm gonna order some food, so I'll be back on in 30 minutes tops, maybe way sooner. But I'm just gonna collect myself and set up.
Okay.
So, thank you for joining. I'll be on Twitch.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for your
it was a
support.
fun chat.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Peace out.
Bye.